Now, in our culture today, to see people go away from folks, we see as odd, because we're such a social people, and religion is a social thing. But these men went out to try and to determine what was essential for the faith. The first one, as we talked to Suzanne this morning, was St. Anthony. And St. Anthony was the first to go out into the desert, and he barely had anything to live on, and he had a little cot, and he finally built up a little shack. And some of the ones that went out there were kind of bizarre in some of the things that they did. And we can look at some of those things as bizarre. There was a guy by the name of Simeon the Stylite. How many have heard of Simeon before? Yep, there you go. Simeon moved down to the desert. And I forgot what motivated him, but he erected a pole that was 30 or 40 feet high. And on this pole, he put a platform on it. You could reach the top of it by a ladder. And Simeon spent 39 years of his life on top of that pole. 39 years on top, on high, praying to God. But you know, the curious thing about that was, he wasn't alone. People were drawn to him, drawn to see what counsel he could give them. And it wasn't unusual for that ladder to be stuck up the side of that post, and they would climb up to the ladder to talk to Simeon about spiritual counsel. Twice in his life, the religious authorities at the time, Christians, decided that they needed to find out whether or not Simeon was doing this for some own self-gratification or glory or self-esteem, or whether he was doing it for the purity of trying to maintain a relationship with God. So twice in his lifetime, the bishop sent folks to go to Simeon and say, Simeon, we want you to come down off that post. Now, if it was somebody seeking a reputation or trying to think big about themselves, what do you think they would do? They would stay up there. But twice, when they asked Simeon, in obedience to the authorities, he began to make that move down that post. And twice, every time he did it, they said, not just made you look. They wanted to find out whose his allegiance to himself